Hello, I hope I am audible to everyone. We'll start in 2-3 minutes. We are just waiting for more attendees to join in. So we'll start the presentation at 6:05. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this webinar on Trade Replicator for ILS Flow. So we are just going to begin how this utility works. I have made a small presentation for this to demonstrate on how this utility works. I'll just move it forward slide by slide. If you have any doubts in between, you can ask me. So First of all, I just welcome you all to this webinar on, and I would thank you everyone who has joined in this evening. So we are just beginning. What is a trade replicator? So a trade replicator basically means what we are here for is to understand what this utility does. The utility is basically very very simple. We have designed it in a way like it should work very very simplistically because this is what we needed. So it is a Python based utility which helps you and your team to copy and paste trades from one master account to multiple child accounts. So this is what it does. What it basically means is, so I'll give you an example. You are a PMS, you are a sub broker, or means you are someone who is managing multiple accounts. But you have a constraint like you can't open all the accounts at once in a single computer. Like if suppose you have like 20 odd accounts with you and you want to trade onto all those 20 accounts, so you can't go individually onto each and every account and trade. So what this utility does is this helps you out in managing that thing. Like you can just choose one particular account as your main account, and you can choose 19 child accounts as you have like 20 odd accounts with you. So what you can do is the main account would be there and there would be 19 child accounts. So as soon as you fire the trade onto the main account, it gets copied onto the child accounts automatically within 1 or 2 seconds. It max 2 seconds because this is the maximum limit we have seen while using this utility. So this is the basic utility of this utility. Means so it is basically a utility which is a device to reduce your effort while placing the trades onto multiple accounts. So as it is written over here, like it copies the trade from one master account to multiple child accounts. One master account can be any master account. Means you can choose your LSFlow account, like which one you want to keep it as main account, and the other accounts which you want to keep it as child accounts. The second thing, what it is you can enter the partner credentials as well as the live account credentials in the Google Sheet. So means we have an interface with us, which is actually Google Sheet. What is it all about? So I'll just show it to you like how the interface looks. We'll be covering that further in our slides, but just for the reference, so this is how the main sheet looks. This is my account ID. This is my account password. Means since this is the main account, these are the answers to my 2FA. The access token is automatically generated, and this is the last login time. Means I last logged in to this utility at this date, this time. So this is my main account, and whatever trades I'll place onto this account AB086867 would get copied onto all the child accounts. Child accounts would be mentioned in the client sheet. So I only have one. Means I only have one child account. So I'll just copy and paste the trades from my main account to the client account. So my main account is this AB086867. My client account is 169,272. I only have means one account, single account, to which I need to copy and paste the trades. So this is the child account. This was the last login time of this particular child account. I have also a concept of multiplier. So what a multiplier does is it helps us in managing the client's portfolio in the sense like uh, means if you have 20 odd clients, no account would have a similar capital at each and every means at your disposal. So it's like means the first account can have 2 lakh as capital, the second can have 20, third can have 18, so on and so forth. So there would be different capital sizes with each and every account. So this is why we came up with the concept of multiplier. Here you can define how many quantities you want to trade in a particular account. So if we define the multiplier as one, so whatever quantity we fire in the main account, this account will actually get reflected but after multiplying it by one. So it means like if I fire a trade off for Bank Nifty futures 25 quantity, so 25 quantity on this account, 25 Bank Nifty. So it will actually get copied onto this account, Bank Nifty, and 25 into, since the multiplier is 1, so 25 quantities will get copied. So all these calculations are means this utility does it by itself. In case of futures and options, it actually rounds off the multiplier. Means if we have defined the multiplier as 0.7 and we are selecting Bank Nifty, uh, any futures or options, and we means multiply it by zero point 0.7. So this should actually round up to 25 by this utility by its own. We do not need to do anything. So our basic task for running this particular utility is we just need to just download it onto our site, double click onto it since it's a EXE, develop this Excel sheet, and for the day we are done. We can just close this Google Sheet and we can just let the EXE running in background. So that's what we need to do. And apart from that, we can trade it from mobile itself, means from the mobile browser of Ant Web or Ant Mobile or anywhere else. Means we can access this utilities main account from Alice Blue's web interface, Alice Blue's mobile interface, Alice Blue's mobile application, wherever it is. So it gives us a flexibility to define the accounts on the go, define the multiplier and all those things, and we can then just close the Google Sheet. We can let the exe running in the background, and we can then roam around and we can go anywhere and just carry our phone with us just to place the trace from one account to multiple accounts. So that's what the utility is. I would actually continue with the presentation. So we have the partner account credentials and the live account credentials with us. We can also track the trades placed in individual accounts as their order statuses get reflected in the Google Sheet itself. So in the Google Sheet itself, like there is one sheet which is actually empty because we haven't placed any trades onto this. But I can show you to you means somebody or the other would have actually taken the trades. So how an order book means looks like. This is one of the order book which our client might have traded today. So this is the order book of one of our client. So this is how the order book looks. Means this is the client ID, this is the validity, this is the user ID, means order ID and transaction type, this is the trading symbol, this is the remaining quantity, and all those things, the price. Some orders were limit orders, some order were market order. So means this also he also had a single client with him. This is actually his credentials, and this was the account he was trading onto. This is the client sheet where he was copy pasting the orders. The last login time was this. The multiplier was this. Um, the account was actually enabled. Last order status gives us the status of the last order which we have placed onto the main account as well as onto the client account. The last order time, the last orders average, okay, the average price of last order. Has he opted for the subscription or not? Is his subscription expiring, or is he means do he have the subscription for this? And the PNL, which is the current PNL. So what is the current PNL and is it running or not? So this is how the sheet looks. This is the main sheet. This is the client sheet, and this is the order book. So you see like how easy is it is to manage all the things at once. Means we can manage all these things through main sheet, client sheet, and order book. So order book, even you can track it onto your site. Main sheet, you can just fill in the details. Client sheet, you can also fill in the details. And these all things will actually be taken care of automatically when we log in. And I'll just continue with the presentation now. So we can actually track the trades placed in individual accounts and their order statuses from Google Sheet itself. It can be operated from mobile and provides us ease to place trades from anywhere using Alice Blue's mobile application. So we have already discussed about it. So we can actually place the trades from anywhere in the world. Just we have to do is we have to open our Google Sheet, enter the client account credentials. If we already have it, we do not even need to bother about it. We just need to just double click on the EHC, means in the morning itself, and that's it. Means for the whole day, we can just roam around anywhere. And we can just use the Alice Blues mobile application to place the trades, and it will automatically get copied onto the various child accounts. So what are the benefits? Why do we use it? Means what are we here for? So Trade Replicator is very easy to use because we have designed it that ways. It is very efficient in terms of order placements. So we can place orders from one main account to 20 or child accounts in a matter of seconds. And it is very fast. It saves our time. We do not need to log in and track all the orders for each and every account. And it is pretty accurate in terms of like order placement. So I'll give you a step-by-step guide how this works. So it's like firstly we means it is the basic thing like we have to go out to search for the trade store and we have to go for that. Uh, on the trade store you can search for Trade Replicator. So that's what our product name is, Trade Replicator. So you can go onto the Google's page and you can just type in trade store. On the trade store, you can try writing the trade replicator. It will show our product, and what you need to do is means you need to subscribe to it. So as soon as you subscribe to it, Alice Blue will actually prompt for your user ID and password. So that's what it is showing, like to verify your purchase. So after purchasing, what it will do is it will send you a mail which will contain all your details. So you can go through the mail once, like thank you for subscribing to Fox Trading Solutions Trade Replicator. Your subscription starts from the next working day because it takes one day to get configured and get used to the utility and the trial period. Actually, we are offering some trials to and that trial would actually be of 4 days. So that's why the mail says like your trial period ends in 4 days. And you will have the a link for the Google sheet, means the sheet which I have shown. You would have a separate sheet for you, designed purely for you, and you would be the only one who would be having access to that particular Google sheet. And there is a utility also along with it. The utility is what you need to run. An exe utility is there, so that is the utility you need to run. So you can just download it from the links which are getting hyperlinked over here. There is a tutorial also which is there onto YouTube. The link is mentioned over here, and the mail would be received from Fox Trading Solutions Gmail ID. So that's what we are intended to. Sorry. So means as soon as you subscribe to our product, you will get a mail from our side, which will be containing the Google Sheet as well as the exe utility. The fourth step would be like you just need to enter your account details in both the sheets. So partner account details means your main account credentials, and the client details means all the accounts you want to place the trades onto. So if you have like one account, so only one account can be a master account, and you can have like up to 500 child accounts. Means it's all up to you. So you can take trades onto one child account, two, three, four, five, six, and it can go up to 500. So yeah. Now what, after filling this up, means there would be two links. So first link would be redirecting you to the Google Sheet. Second link would be redirecting you to a utility which you need to download onto your PC for running this application. So means this is the control sheet which we are showing, and the second link would contain two utilities actually. So I'll have a pause over here and I'll explain you why do we have two utilities attached. So one utility is basically just for you, and the second utility is for all your clients. As we are mandated by SEBI that we can't actually trade on behalf of each and every client of ours, and we can't store their passwords. So this is a mandate given by SEBI, and we have to abide by this mandate. So there are two utilities, means one is Alice Blue client login utility, one is replicator utility. So the replicator utility, you can keep it with yourself and you have to run it daily onto your end. But before that, what you need to do is you need to hand over all the client utilities to clients. Like if you have 20 odd clients, you can give it to them. What this utility will do is they will means the clients will can just give me one second. So the clients, what this utility does is the clients can access this utility to generate their access tokens. So that access tokens get automatically filled onto the Google Sheet, and they can be authenticated for that particular day. So each and every day, each and every client would have to run a particular utility where they would have to run their user ID, run this utility and enter their user ID, password, and 2FA just to authenticate it once. Like we are authenticating this particular person to trade on our accounts. So this each and every client needs to do just before a trading day starts. So this is why we have two separate utilities. One is client login utility and second is trade replicator. So this is what it is. Means replicator is meant for us as partners or the main account holders. The client login utility is for each and every client for authentication for at on each and every day. So this is how it is. Means we can send the client login utility to each and every client of ours. So this is how the utility looks. Means Alice Blue's client login utility. We have a file named client login.exe. He just need to run it once throughout the day, and his task would be done. Means he needs to just put in 5 or 10 minutes just to log in and authenticate the particular user to trade on his behalf. So in this case, the main account holder would be having the access to all the client accounts who have like authorized them to trade on their behalf. So this is the client login utility, how this looks. So as soon as we click on the client login utility, I'll just show it to you how the utility looks. Just give me one second. So this is one of the accounts. Means this is the folders. These are the folders actually. So I'll just show you like this. These are the files, and we need to click onto the client login.exe, and as soon as we double click onto it, we'll be actually redirected to this page, uh, and it will ask like enter your Alice Blues account ID. You can just enter your Alice Blues account ID over here, and the third sheet would be, oh, the third screen would be authentication successful. This is for client account. This is not meant for the partner or the main account holder. This is for the client account. And partner can also check like the particular client has authenticated that partner for trading onto his account, his or her account, by just checking the Google Sheet. Here the last login time gets updated. Okay, the last login time gets updated each and every time somebody logs in. So if I as a partner can see like I have like 20 odd accounts with me, so I can check like all the accounts have like logged in today or not. If somebody hasn't logged in today, he or she won't be able to trade onto that day. And this is our replicator utility. The utility, so there were two utilities. One was client login and second was replicator. So the replicator login utility means once we have downloaded that file. So this was the folder. So and there would be a file named replicator.exe. So we can run this file, and as soon as we run this file, we'll get all these messages, means reading the sheet key and all these things, checking the subscription database subscription has verified for up to 5 clients. The token is ready, and we are writing the PNL onto the sheet. So all these messages will get written onto the command prompt, and after that means we are done. We can just start placing the accounts. So we can just log in, and what we can do is we can just start placing the accounts from one master account to multiple child accounts. So I have only one account. So I just placed one idea buy at 200 rupees, and it got replicated onto the other account. So you can see like two different accounts. So the orders for these two different accounts, like yep. So idea in South Indian Bank. So and you can check the timings actually. So this is the process flow. Means you just buy a product from a trade store, you'll get the uh, credentials or the files, which will contain two links. One would be for Google Sheet, second would be for uh, second sheet would contain two utilities. One would be the client login utility, and the second would be partner login utility. So, and the partner need to fill in the Google Sheet details, and means all the sheets would be accessible to him. He can then send the client login utility to the respective clients so that they can authenticate themselves every day before the trading day starts. Client can run the client application. Partner can check their login time in the Google Sheet. And after the login is successful, he can now place the orders onto his accounts. And then we can log into the web interface, or it may be mobile interface also. And then partner can place orders and check his order status. So this is actually from my side. If somebody has any questions, I'll just open the forums, and you can ask me any questions. Um, Everybody can unmute themselves and they can ask. Yep.
So this is useful only when you have multiple accounts, is it?
Yeah, it is useful only, means it is meant for that only. Means if you have multiple accounts, then only it is useful for you.
Okay, but as of now, I don't have multiple accounts, so that means, I mean, it is not, you know.
You can actually plan it out, means everybody is actually means just taking out multiple accounts, so you can plan it out accordingly.
Okay.
Anybody has any questions onto this utility, how this works, efficiency, in terms of efficiency, in terms of utility, in terms of a process, anything means. Or if somebody wants to repeat me the whole process, like I'll be happy to repeat the whole process once again.
So generally, I mean, why do we have multiple accounts? Or
Means you can be a sub broker and with Alias Group. Generally, sub brokers what they do is they manage multiple accounts. So they have like XYZ means number of accounts. Maybe you can have like 10, 20 odd accounts with you, and you want to manage all these accounts. So generally, sub brokers, portfolio managers, uh, some web traders, they generally prefer this utility uh, for placing their trades.
but okay. So we have to fill Excel sheet before triggering it, is it? I mean, for each and every sub account. I mean, so then only it will just pick up and from all the Excel sheets, then it will hit. I
So
mean,
it's
execute.
in the morning itself you can just means fill it up, or in the morning, or not even in the morning, means for the first time itself, like if you have 5 accounts you can just mention the details like 1 2 3. Means I'm just typing it as it is, means so once you did it you need not do anything for the rest of the time. Means until and unless these accounts are with you, you need not do anything with this. Means you can just fill in this once and it will remain there forever. And whenever you place a trade, it will get reflected onto the child accounts, each and every child account every time. So this is how the thing works.
But the main account might be having suppose 1 crore, and child accounts will be having 20 lakhs each account. So
So you can define the multiplier as this 0.02,
ah,
0.002, means what it can be anything. Means we are not defining here like the multiplier should be whole numbers or integers. So it can be 0.002, it can be any number. Means we are just so here it acts as like means if I have like, means I do not know the number of zeros, but yeah, if we have placed this much quantity onto our main account and we want to place the 2000 quantity in our child accounts, we can define the multiplier as 0.002.
so in between the day, I mean, if you want to make some adjustments, so every time, I mean, we have to make the changes here and execute. Click on the execute
Yes.
file.
So mostly means whatever people we cater to, they define the multiplier on the basis of the capital in the morning itself, or they already know like these clients have this base capital, so they can define the multiplier once, means in a week or in a day, so they can define the multiplier uh, on the basis of their notional capital in a particular account, and they can run this utility for that particular day.
Thank you. I think it looks like I'm the only one asking questions. No one
Yes,
is present. No one is asking.
no issues on it means no issues.
Good, but I understand that. I mean, yeah, if that, because generally I have only single
Um,
account by managing it. But yeah, if there are multiple accounts, looks, yes, it is useful.
so I have a few questions. I am sorry, like I haven't checked the question box. So Rajiv is asking, is it necessary to have a child account in Alice Blue or elsewhere? Means since we are having a Alice Blue webinar, so it is basically restricted to Alice Blue. But we have some utilities with us as a Fox Trading Solutions. So you can personally contact me in that case. If the client is logged in, can we trade? Means if the client is Srinivasan sir is asking if the client is logged in, can we as master trade on client accounts? Yeah, we are basically trading on the client accounts actually means so main account and then client accounts. That's what we are here for. So we are trading from main account to client accounts. The charges, so charges is 999 per user per month, and also the child account continue to trade in his child account while Srinivasan's child account can continue trading in his account for any n number of times. Means the child account can trade onto himself also, and he can ask us also to trade onto his account. So means the child account can means keep on trading onto his account. Uh, Hari Babu sir, can we do the recording? So I already have means recorded this session and will be uploading shortly. Can each account have a restriction for maximum drawdown? Means we have noted this feature. We do not have it incorporated as of now, but uh, down the line I can means assure will be like we'll be including more features. So this could be one of the features, but as of now we do not have. It would be, I guess, I'll actually note your email ID and I'll just send it to you across. So this is hosted by Alice Blue, so I do not have the access. Means I'll just share it to you over mail, and so I'll just note down your email ID. If anybody needs the recording of this session, can they can drop their email IDs on the question box so that I can just have a look. I have the email IDs with me. Thanks, button everyone. I hope I was able to justify the time you are spending over here. And I'll just wait for 2-3 minutes just for any more queries. Otherwise, we'll just sign up for the day. I'll share it to Hari Babu sir. Thank you, Rajesh sir. I thank you means you found it very educative and innovative. So my contact number, uh, I'll just send it to you all. So this is the contact number of me, and you can get in touch with me for any other queries. This is my contact number, and I'll just drop in my company's website URL also. So this is what my company's website URL is. Everybody has got my contact number and the website's URL. Great. I guess nobody has any further questions. We'll end this webinar over here. Thank you all for attending, and it was a pleasure hosting you all. Thank you. If anybody has any questions, you have my mobile number and the website's URL. I'll be getting in touch with each and everyone over the mail. Uh, Till then, we're just signing off and we'll catch up again soon.